Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to jump into topic 14, which is measurement. And we're going to be starting off with customary units of measurement. And what I'd like all of you guys to do at this point is pause the video. And I want you guys to make sure that this is copied down in your notes. So if you notice that they're broken down by length, capacity, and weight. And today we're going to be focusing on length. So as we move into length, these are the notes. Check this out. Taking a page out of Braden's book. Making sure that you guys can see the entire thing. Okay, so 14.1 is using customary units of length. And if you guys notice, I wrote down 12 inches equals 1 foot. 36 inches equals 3 feet. And 63,360 inches equals 5,280 feet, which equals 1,760 yards, which equals 1 mile. So let's kind of talk about, well, what are some items that would be considered 1 inch? An eraser. And let me demonstrate some of these for you so that you can see. So if we have our ruler, notice these top ones are measured in inches. So we have, it's kind of a big eraser, it's almost 2 inches. We have our paper clip, which is about 1 inch. And we have our quarter, which is also about 1 inch. Now, things that are about a foot could be a notebook, a computer screen, a lunchbox. Things that could be 3 feet, which would be the length of 3 of these, could be the width of the door, the width of a desk, the height of a bookcase, or a height of a chair. So today the focus is on what would be the most appropriate unit to measure these items. So with the highway, we would probably want to measure in miles. A CD case, we'd probably measure it in inches. A football field, we measure using yards, hence why they say the 15-yard line. A room, we'd want to measure it using feet because it's kind of big. We wouldn't want to just use a ruler. This would take a little while to move things around in your bedroom. A pencil, we'd want to measure in inches. As noted here, we definitely would want to use that type of a measurement and not have anything larger. A building, we'd measure in feet. A mountain, we'd measure in miles. And a spool of ribbon, we typically measure using yards. Now remember, boys and girls, at any point in time while we are going over the information, please feel free to pause the video so that you can get caught up. You can also pause the video and then back it up a little bit too, so if you need help. So let's go over a few practice problems. And with this, I'll try to bring it in a little more. So which choice best represents the height of a recliner? So a recliner is like a chair. I would say we would use a yard. Which choice best represents the height an airplane flies? You would definitely want to use miles because they can be pretty far up in the air. And it would take us a long time if we were going to use inches. Which choice best represents the distance from New York City to Albany, New York? I would say it's closer to 150 miles versus yards or inches. Which choice best represents the width of an envelope? I would say we'd probably need to be using inches. Which choice best represents the height of a glue stick? So don't forget, here's my glue stick. We would probably want to use inches. Which choice best represents the length of a hammer? We would also probably use inches as well. Which choice best represents the height of a flagpole? We would want to measure that in yards. Which choice best represents the height of a mountain? Well, we kind of already said we really want to use miles, so we're going to say 2 miles. Which choice best represents the height of an apple? I would say we would probably want to use inches as our measurement. Let's do 3 more. Which choice best represents the length of a toothbrush? Well, toothbrush is kind of the same size as a pencil, so I'm going to say inches. And number 11, which choice best represents the height of a cereal bowl? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I would probably use inches too. And number 12, which choice best represents the height of a can of soda? Well, I would most likely use inches too. That is all for customary units of measurement.